I'm gonna fail this so bad. I already know.
You can't fail. It's just like questions we answer.
Oh, we'll see. I'm getting nervous. It reminds me of school all over again.
We're going to deepen our friendship right now.
Let's go. Do your best impression. Hell yeah.
Do your best impression of me.
Hi, I'm Freesia. Deep ass voice. God, I'm so tired.
This guy always makes fun of my voice because it's so deep and monotone.
She's emoted a lot more over the years, but you know, when I first met her, this girl, let me tell you something, her and expressing her emotions, very hard. I'll text her every time and I'll just say right at the end, I love you. I get nothing.
I send him an emoji that says scene.
It's the best. Now don't imitate me because my feelings are gonna get hurt.
What's up, cut? Oh, I love the ocean. I love food.
Okay, she just makes me sound like a fat one. On a scale of 1 to 10,
What?
how sexually adventurous do I seem?
Oh, 2.
Pretty close. Like when I was a kid, when you're around a bunch of dudes, all these dudes always talk about their sexual escapades. Like that's their thing when they get together. Hey yo, when I was smashing this one girl, hey yo, this girl, she was doling me up, and I'll just be over here like, that sounds gross. Do you love her? I'm more of like, I guess like people would say like traditionally more female in terms of the way that I would like to have sex. I have to have an emotional connection first. I need to care about them, and then we have sex. My favorite position, on my back, sleeping. I was not always a 2. I used to be a 3.5.
What's one small detail you remember about the first time we met?
She had really, really silky, shiny hair.
Yeah.
I just remember how silky it was.
Those are the first words. You said, what's up, Silky?
Yeah. Her hair was so nice. I was like, wow, look at this girl's hair, it's so nice.
I just remember what you were wearing for some reason. You were wearing gray zip up.
Oh, it was a Go for Broke hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember that, but I just do.
There's a picture somewhere.
Oh, and the first time we met, I caked him because it was his birthday.
That's
on
right.
stage. Yeah, I caked both of you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the friendship thus began.
Yes.
Ooh, this is a very good question. I like this.
What is it?
Which one of your other friends do you think I'd be most compatible with? Explain.
Ah.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I already know who I introduced you to her.
Who? Oh, Nina?
Nina. Years ago, mutual friend Nina, she moved over to New York for work. When Nina was there, she didn't know anybody. I was like, I know who she'd be really compatible with. Both these two are idiots. And so I introduced them and now they're friends. Very good.
Actually, really good friends now.
Yeah. It's different for you because we have such a big age gap.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for me to find like hard, deep connections. It's just how I am. Like I kept the same friends since I was in high school, junior high, and elementary school. So usually when I really connect with somebody, it becomes a very, very long friendship.
Exactly. That's why I'm struggling so hard to think of this because you keep your circle very tight. This is such a weird answer and I hope it's not like a cop-out, but I think you would really get along with my mom.
Hell yeah. They're closer in age.
But I really think you would get along with my mom because she is unapologetically herself. Super like goofy, loud.
All right, I gotta meet your mom now. What do you think I strongly dislike that most people obsess over?
Oh.
Strongly dislike that.
You strongly dislike a lot of things. But most people obsess over.
I say social media.
I say probably TikTok, same thing.
Yeah. It's not for me. Like, it's very hard for me to get into it. It's because I see the same content over and over from 40 different accounts. I think the best way to describe TikTok is the most creative stuff for uncreative people. Not for everybody, but you know, for a lot of people who just want to get recognition, you just have to follow what everybody else does, and that becomes your creativity versus trying to be innovative and do something new. Not a problem, just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Describe our friendship's defining moment. Get specific. I feel like there were 2 moments for me.
Oh, continue.
I forget when, but when I was like 18 or something, 19. You heard from someone else that they just were trolling and yelling out, Freesia has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I barely had a YouTube channel. So I was so embarrassed that someone would yell that out. Then you sat me down and it was like a deep conversation about why I should pursue it, even though I didn't listen at the time.
Everybody has their own timetable.
Yeah. For the first time, I felt validated because I had major imposter syndrome. I was like, whoa, like this guy believes in me more than I believe in myself. That to me was like a moment where I felt, I guess, connected and seen. I think the second part was the time we hung out for the first time when I visited LA. I don't know, that was just the start to like how a relationship really formed.
Yeah, my thing was literally that first time. So like when her friend shouted, oh, she has a YouTube. Usually when people say that, their shit sucks. But you know, the interesting thing about like what you were doing then, people do now. I really felt that you were so ahead of the curve at the time. Nobody was vlogging the way you were vlogging, because you also had vlogs at the time.
Yeah, I had travel vlogs.
And it was really, really good. Like nobody was doing it the way that you were doing. And so in my mind, I'm like, oh, this girl has foresight. It's very fun to see how you're gonna edit something. And it's like stuff that I'm like, oh, I wanna do that. I'm gonna try that shit out. Like it's inspiring. So like when I saw you as a young person doing stuff on the side, and you weren't even doing it for full-time, a job or whatever, in my mind, I was like, you can really make a career out of this because you have a certain style and a vibe to you that other people don't have. And that's something that's very, very hard to achieve. It's like finding your own voice in comedy.
That was wild, because that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost. When do you feel closest to me? What are we doing?
When we're eating.
Yeah. I feel closest to you, and I didn't learn this until this past year, but when we're just chilling in the water together. No words spoken, when you can share silence and just enjoy like the same activity and have this like mutual like thing of like, we really like what we're doing right now.
So there's like a very...
You can't do that with anybody.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So there's like a few people in my life I can go on vacations with. She's one of them. But she and I, when we were in Hawaii, just chill in the water, just floating about, getting sunburned, you know? And it was just nice.
Yeah.
We were in the water and we just watched the sunset. Just hanging out with me, her, a bunch of my friends, and it just felt good. It was so nice. What was hardest for you to open up to me about? What made you feel safe?
It's not really hard opening up to you. You're like, you give pastor vibes.
Oh, I was a pastor. I'm very easy to open up to. And I think also too, like I make sure that I don't judge people. They just need to bounce that idea off of somebody.
You're a very good listener. I feel like you don't really open up to me.
I do. I open.
Do you?
I do. I do. You know a lot about me, like specifically like stuff, like, you know, relationship stuff.
Yeah.
That I feel like you and a very small amount of people know.
What's my superpower as a friend?
Ooh, I think you're just very fun to be around. I could give you the key to my house and then you be on the couch and I'll be like, all right, I'll just like walk by you, you know?
That literally happened.
I know. Like it's very comfortable being around you, right? And sometimes you don't have those friendships. Sometimes we feel like we always have to entertain. Sometimes I just like being around you.
Your superpower is you are so supportive and you just want people to win. Like you just want to see everyone's success, everyone that you care about.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
People I don't care about, I pray on their downfall.
You're just so supportive.
I feel like you're that way too. I was like, oh, this is fun to watch you do all this stuff. You know what I mean? From going to New York, moving all the way to LA, to having your own small little apartment within a year, you move in with your boyfriend, you have this. This makes me feel really, really happy.
How have you seen me change over time? What hasn't changed at all?
Your voice got a little deeper. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It probably did.
Are definitely a little more solidified in what you want in life. There was a point literally when I was visiting her in New York and she was all over the place, dude.
Oh, that was right after a breakup too.
Yeah, so she was literally going through it. And she was just like, I don't know what's going on. This, I don't know if I want to do this. What's love? What's life? These men. And I was like, oh, this girl's going through it.
Yeah, I also really hated my job. Everything wasn't in its place.
Yeah. I think anyways, you're more comfortable with yourself. You actually emote a lot more than you used to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was like super just like very tiptoey, you know what I mean? She didn't want to show too much. But over time, she's been a little more open, especially emotionally. What hasn't changed though? Goofy as hell. Goofy as hell. Still the same.
What Jean tells me is that my goofiness doesn't translate as much into my vlogs.
Really?
Yeah, so maybe I should just be a little bit more goofy.
Hey, you guys are gonna see some weird stuff come out of this person. Sometimes I just watch her, I'm like, what is this? What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I'm a lot weirder in real life, I think.
Oh, for sure. She's definitely odd. All my friends are a little odd, so you have to understand if I'm really close to somebody, they're definitely on the weird side.
Have you changed over time?
I mean, you've literally seen me fluctuate from 300 pounds.
I mean, physically, yeah. Physically, you lost a lot of weight. I think you are calmer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, you're just more at peace, I feel like, just in general. You're really consistent, though.
I get that a lot. Like, a lot of my friends from Sacramento, they're like, you're still the same, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty much, like, the same.
What do you think I'm growing out of? What do you think I'm growing into?
I was gonna say you're growing out of content, but I don't think you ever will. Like, it's such a passion of yours. So it's always gonna be there, but it may not be your main source of income and livelihood. So I think you're growing out of that. And I think content will just become like a hobby and pastime. You're growing into finding happiness through simple living.
That's very much me right now. Yes.
You're on that path.
I think you are growing out of like your previous self of like self-doubt. You're actualizing the things that you thought that you could do before, and it's actually here in front of your face. I'm not sure if you've actually taken the moment to be like, oh shit, look at all the things that I've done. Like those are those moments that feel really good, where you're like, where I was 3 years ago is not where I'm at right now, right? So I think you're growing out of, I mean, you still have it like I do too, that self-doubt and that imposter syndrome, but you're way better at it now than you were before. And I think you're growing into your own skin. You're okay being who you are a little more.
This young grasshopper is growing up.
Yeah, more of that weird stuff, dude. She'll be saying stuff like this all the time. I'm like, why? Why'd you say that?
Take a selfie, save it for memories.
Oh.
We don't take pictures together.
We never take photos together.
Ever.
Why is that?
I feel like that's the case with anyone you're just like actually friends with.
That's true. I don't take, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
When's the last time
I have like sprouts on my head. Why didn't you tell me?
Huh? Because that's the person I see you. This is the person that I just view you as. You can't ask. I got sprouts on my head.
God damn it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thank you, David, for joining me.
No problem.
This is our first official collab. So thank you for giving me your time.
No problem. I love this place. This is great. It's so nice.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Yes, and make sure you count all the hairs on top of her head.
Zoom in.